ஊடக நண்பர்களுக்கு வணக்கம். இன்னைக்கு அகில இந்திய காங்கிரஸ் கமிட்டியிலிருந்து திருமதி லாவண்யா பல்லால் அவர்கள், அகில இந்திய காங்கிரஸ் செய்தி தொடர்பாளர் அவர்கள் நம்முடன் வந்திருக்கிறார். பெண்களுக்கான இடஒதுக்கீடு மசோதாவை குறித்து காங்கிரஸின் எண்ணங்களை பிரதிபலிக்க நம்முடன் பேச இருக்கிறார். மேடம் அவர்களை வரவேற்று அவர்களை பேச மேடம்.
Thank you. Vanakkam. That's the only Tamil word I know. Vanakkam. It's an honor to be today here in Chennai speaking about Women's Reservation Bill, which is something very dear to the Congress Party and which the Congress Party has championed for the last 3.5 decades, more than 3.5 decades. It was a dream project of Sri Rajiv Gandhi to bring Women's Reservation Bill in India. The point is, Chennai is a special place. I feel every woman in India must know about Tamil Nadu's contribution to emancipation of women, especially Women's Reservation Bill. In 1917, actually, a group of women in Chennai came together demanding voting rights for women in India. Till then, of course, there were multiple different forms of voting, which had started when East India Company was here. But then a lot of women, Sarojini Naidu, Annie Besant, a lot of them got together and demanded right for women to vote. Of course, in India, when we look at Tamil Nadu, we also see that Tamil Nadu was one of the first states to bring 50% reservation for women in local bodies. If you look at rest of India, after P.V. Narasimha Rao, our then Prime Minister, made the law of women's reservation, we all have 33% reservation in India in local bodies for women. But then Tamil Nadu leads the way with 50% reservation. Now, the reservation bill for women, right from Rajiv Gandhiji's time, has been presented in Lok Sabha, presented in Rajya Sabha, and multiple times it has been voted down, or it did not get enough votes to become a law or the bill in India. It is very unfortunate that a party which has come with brute majority, which has passed multiple bills, also very controversial bills in India with brute force, is now bringing in a lot of caveats to pass women's bill in India. BJP is in the second term of its administration in India, and for 9.5 years they have not implemented the women's bill, where they could have very, very easily passed the women's bill in India. They have the numbers, sheer numbers to pass the bill, and it is part of their manifesto as well. Our leaders have multiple times questioned the delay in presenting the women's reservation bill. Congress made sure in the UPA second term that it gets passed in Rajya Sabha, so that the bill does not lapse. It got 186 against 1 vote in Rajya Sabha. Before 2014. Of course, in Lok Sabha we did not get enough votes, so once again in Lok Sabha the bill had lapsed. But our question to the BJP or the NDA, one of the biggest parties in India, as I said earlier, they have the sheer number to pass the bill. They also have multiple times passed controversial bills with brute force. Why are they putting caveats for passing this bill? Why should women wait for delimitation? Why should women wait for the census bill? We all know that the census report was done during the UPA second era, and why is it that the Modi government is refusing to present the census report that was done pre-2014? Why is there a delay in it? Why are they withholding this information? And also, our demand is OBC women get enough representation while we are bringing about women's reservation bill. We hope better sense prevails for the NDA and they do remove these caveats. I think women, after 100 years or more than 100 years of fighting for equality in India in 21st century, shouldn't have to wait for a few more years to get enough representation in this nation building. policy making decisions. If we look at our neighboring countries also, which we in India, a majority of people today would love to look down upon our neighboring countries and mock them. But if you look at the number of women representatives in their parliament, it is much higher than in India. So yes, we need that representation, 33%. It is not a very big number. The men still do get a bigger number to be in the parliament, but it is our right, and we also question the NDA as to why there are caveats and why they're refusing to release the previous census report, and why they have put that caveat of a fresh census report as well as a delimitation process to take place before this bill can become a law in the nation. Of course, it has been passed, but why should women wait is one of our biggest questions. Thank you.
Yeah. Any questions?
OBC, do you expect the government to introduce provisions for reservation for OBC as well? Because it has not been done even in the local bodies where 30% is already there and 50% is there in some other states, like Tamil Nadu. But OBC reservation has not been included even in local bodies.
Okay.
So for the legislatures, do you want the NDA to include separate provisions like they have done for SC/ST, for OBC as well? Is that what you're expecting?
Yes, we expect it to happen because OBC community makes up more than 50% of India's population. If you look at the representation, it is less than 5%. So I think women, OBC women especially, also, just like our SC/ST women or the Bahujan women, they need representation as well.
But that would extend the demand for OBC reservation for men as well, isn't it? Because we already have reservation for men.
Yes.
Or like all the representatives for SC/ST.
Yes.
So if you're asking for reservation for OBC, then it may like sort of add another layer of complication. In, some people may come up with a demand for why just reservation for women in OBC? Why not for everyone?
So if you look at the cross-sectionality of the society, I think the Bahujan women and the OBC women are still at a disadvantage when compared to men. So it is very crucial for us to make sure that women, especially Bahujan and OBC women, get due representations. It's not complicated.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, like, they can make it complicated if they want to. They are making it complicated with these conditions. Our question is, sir, you have passed bills. You have passed bills with regards to cows without any conditions. Why are you having conditions when it comes to women? Are we less than the cows? We all love cows, no doubt about it. We love cows. But are women of India less than cows? So first of all, it's a two-ply question that you asked, sir. You are asking about delimitation and BJP strategy. BJP had 9.5 years to pass this bill very comfortably if they really meant it. This is a political gimmick where they are trying to take credit for 3.5 decades of multiple governments' work. Multiple governments, be it Deve Gowda-led government, United Front, or Vajpayeeji's government, Rajiv Gandhiji's government, P.V. Narasimha Raoji's government, or Manmohan Singh-led government. They have all tried to implement this bill. They have all struggled. There are thousands of women across India, women leaders who have worked to bring this bill. So this is just another way of BJP taking credit for all the work done by the previous governments. As you have seen, BJP loves renaming a lot of institutions, which is very easy. It's a very easy work, sir. To build an institution is very difficult. Coming and renaming the institution after 70 years is very easy. And this is what BJP has done with the women's bill as well. When we are talking about delimitation, our question is, why do you want to wait till delimitation? Why should you say, hey, you know what, we are opening the door for you, but you can't enter the door for next few years? That's our question. Why are you stopping us from entering this door or this room where we can also be policy makers along with the men in India? Delimitation is something, a bigger issue that I think South Indian states should seriously look at, because it reduces the number of seats for us in South Indian states. I think Tamil Nadu will lose a few seats, Karnataka will lose a couple of seats, Andhra and Telangana also will lose a few seats. So it looks like South India is doing great when it comes to education and when it comes to population. So we are being penalized in some ways by the BJP, which is sitting in Delhi and deciding all this? Absolutely, sir. It's a very good question that you have asked. If you look at the BJP leaders and the way BJP functions, their leaders are very abusive. You have seen time and again, Hathras, Unnao, and in Manipur, all of these cases, you have seen how women are treated in the most horrific, inhuman way. But you have seen how BJP leaders have gone and garlanded the rapists who come back. Look at Gujarat election. All the Bilkis Banu rapists were released just before election. The man who said, oh, it gave me a lot of pleasure to rip open her womb and pull the child out, is a poster boy for BJP in Gujarat, right? Look at the Gujarat campaigning that happened for multiple leaders. The Bilkis Banu rapists are out there. They were welcomed with garlands and sweets. How safe are the women around these men after they come out of the jail? BJP has time and again, if you have seen the BJP policy makers, the women especially from BJP, be it the Home Minister, Women and Child Welfare Minister or any other women leaders of BJP, they are very, very silent. When there is abuse of women, when there is assault on women, when there is one of the worst crimes committed on women, they sit quiet. When their male counterparts, the MPs, humiliate women leaders in the parliament, these women do not speak up. We want to stop that. We want women who will speak up for other women, and that is a way to go forward. If you look at other women from different parties, be it DMK MP, be it Shiv Sena MP or any other party, Congress MPs, women always speak up for women. What sets them apart from the BJP women MPs is BJP women MPs will stay quiet in the face of verbal assault on other MPs, verbal assault on women, and inhuman rape and other assault on women. Look at the Manipur case itself. 90 days. When our Women and Child Welfare Minister screams, she had such a huge threatening body language in the parliament against Sonia Gandhi. Where was all that anger? Where was all that Josh? Why didn't she go to Manipur? She's still not visited Manipur. 2 children have been shot dead. She has not visited Manipur. She has not visited Ujjain, where rape of a mentally challenged girl happened a couple of days ago. Have you seen Women and Child Welfare Minister Smriti Irani being compassionate towards other women? This is what sets rest of the parties separate from BJP. They are devoid of compassion and kindness. Sorry, I think it was a long answer. Sorry. So you do see a lot of, if you're talking just about OBC representation, we do have multiple OBC CMs at present wherever we are in power. We have also seen multiple OBC leaders in the past who have led the state. BJP right now is ruling in 16 states. How many women chief ministers, sir? There's not a single woman chief minister from the BJP. They have 16 states. Can't they appoint a female chief minister? They have not done that. They are talking about organization. Why is Mr. Nadda leading the party? He's selected to lead the party second time around. Do they not have enough women in their ranks to lead the party? Why is it RSS is always being led by the men and not by the women? How many women leaders are there, ministers are there in the BJP cabinet? Hardly a few.
They have reservation within the party. Does Congress have a similar sort of?
Absolutely, sir. If you look at the Congress party, at every rank and level, there are women. We have a special wing for women, which is very vibrant. The Mahila Congress is a very vibrant wing of women. And if you look at our student body, that is NSUI, if you look at Aicc, which sir comes from, Hassan sir comes from, we have a lot of women leaders. We have women leaders who are groomed right from their student times all the way till they become ministers.
I think in the next
Hassan sir was making a very quick point about delimitation, how South Indian states have followed Indira Gandhiji's government's policy of 2 children per household, and we have brought down our population. At the same time, this has helped us develop, and also it has helped us come up in education. I mean, if you look at education index, Tamil Nadu leads the entire nation. So Sir was saying how we are getting penalized for that, whereas states like UP or Bihar or Haryana, which has not followed the government's directions of, curtailing the population, it is exploding. The population is exploding, and the burden of these states are on all states. So when the population is increasing in North India, obviously they will have more MPs, and we are having lesser and lesser MPs because of low population. So this is also to our disadvantage. I think Hassan sir should also let us know how the men in a Congress party are supporting the women's bill.